Hi everybody, welcome to C Talk. First, I'd like to thank you for your support of my previous two videos. Um, I'm glad that you enjoyed them and find them useful. Uh, what I what I share here is not just from me. I'm very lucky to have good teachers and good friends who help me better understand the world. And I feel like very honored to be able to share my limited understanding with all of you. Some of you left me questions. I want to tell you that they will not be ignored. They will be answered in the future videos. So please stay tuned. Today's topic is the ancient Oriental secret of staying young. Food chapter. The reason is lately I've been asked by many people around me, how old am I? And then the next question is, how do Asian people stay young? Um, I don't know a lot, but from what I observed in this country, and also from what I observed in other Asian countries, and also from what I've been taught by my teachers, I do believe that some ancient Chinese culture stuff could help you stay young and keep fit. First, before we go to the food chapter, we need to talk about three issues. One, time doesn't exist. Two, what man is made of. And then three, what in youth is the thing that we are all craving for. And then we'll talk about food. Now let's talk about number one, time does not exist. You may say, what? But if you ask a bird, hey, what time is it? And I'll go like, what? Because time does not exist. Time is a thing that we human invented. It's a concept to assist our life. So your watch is real, your clock is real, your calendar is real. So according to that, your age is real, but time doesn't exist. And you may ask, well, but what if, but people and the stuff, they born and grow up and then grow old and then die. How do you explain that? Well, that is life phenomenon. The life phenomenon does not prove the existence of time. So that's that. If you maintain your body well, like this vehicle, if you know what it is and use it well, maintain it well, it could run longer for you, like a car. You know, um, if you know how to take care of your car, it could serve you longer years. But if the car is in bad hands, then it will often be exposed to extreme weathers or wrong bad mountain roads, or never being sent to a shop for maintenance. And if the driver is so careless, then the car will be, got scratches from time to time. So of course this car could only serve you for a very short time. So if you know your body, use it well, and maintain it from time to time, not abuse it, and people will look at you and say, wow, you don't look like 45, or you don't look like 60. It's like people come to you and say, wow, your car, it doesn't look like you've been having it for 20 years. So I would say, if you believe there's reincarnation and you know how difficult it is to come back as human, okay, and you want to take good care of your body, this vehicle, to fulfill whatever your soul wants to do. But if you believe that there's no reincarnation, I think it serves your purpose even more. That you would want to take good care of your body even more, because unlike others who have multiple chances to come back and play the game, you only have one chance, and you don't want game over so fast. Uh, yes, I do have um, scripts. Okay, second, what human is made of. From what I know, that human is made of body, mind, and soul. So if body is this vehicle, then your mind is the GPS that help you get to your destination. And the soul is like the invisible driver who knows where you're going. But we're not going to talk about the soul because it is beyond my ability, and I don't want to get into arguments. Now, so when it comes to body, I want to say that our body is way smarter than we think. For example, if you cut your finger, it can heal itself with or without doctor's help. Okay, and it has a system. Like your blood would dry first, and then scars will form, and then at the right timing, the scars will fall off, and voila, you have new skin. Have you ever seen any man-made stuff or machine can top that? No. So, but here comes another question though. Why, when we get cancer, our body does not cure itself? I want you to think about it, because the answer will be very interesting, and I will talk about that in my future videos. Now let's come back to body and the food. So we seldom ask one question that really matters before we eat, which is that what my body wants, or my mind wants, or the food company wants, or the restaurant wants us to want? We also seldom listen to our body. When body send us signals, we ignore them. We're thinking that our body is stupid and dumb. For example, lactose intolerance is our body is trying to tell us that no, I don't want milk. And it's actually a pretty serious one. It's like a body protest saying no, I reject bad food. I don't want milk. And why milk is bad, we'll talk about that in my next video. But the thing is, when we get the signal, we don't care. We just think our body is stupid. So our scientists invent medicines to shut our body up. Say, hey, shut up. I want to enjoy this delicious ice cream. So my point is, if we do not know our body, it's very likely that what we do every day that is not serving our goal. And it's probably highly possible that what we're doing is working against our goal. You don't have to believe me, just look around and you'll see how little we know about our body. Even though we can build a rocket that could go into space. But the thing is, the real question is, I can live without a rocket, but I cannot live without body. Now, third is what is in youth that we are all craving for. In Chinese, we call it qi, the life force. It is translated into English called energy, but the English word doesn't really cover what it means. It actually means air and life energy. So, what air and life energy, you may ask? Well, imagine a balloon which is full of air, then the rubber outside is well expanded. There's no wrinkle, and it could bounce up and down easily. Now, when it start to lose that air, that qi, wrinkle start to show, and it started to feel heavier. It couldn't bounce up and down. It's less active. It's less energetic. Okay, so in plants, it's the same thing. Let's see. I have a celery. Look. So this is an old celery. It's been staying in my refrigerator for about maybe 8 days. Now, look at it. There's no qi. It couldn't stand up. But the outside, it's still green. There's no spots. It's not turning yellow or turning brown. It's still good. Okay? Now, let's look at a fresh one. This is a fresh one. Okay? The difference is this one has qi, so it could pull itself up. It could stand up like this. And it has stronger smell. So if you eat this one, you don't get the life energy. You only get the qi. This food will keep you alive, but it will also keep your doctors alive. Okay, so let's see. So there's a big misunderstanding that I want to point out, is that we think things go bad from outside to inside, but actually it's the opposite. It's from the inside to outside. That when you start to lose life energy, your body will automatically protect what's most important the most important organs in your body. So the far end, like hair, lip color, your finger, they'll start to, or skin, they will start to show signs first. So let's see, like a plant, like this. So you may think that, oh, see, something is wrong on top of the leaf, but you don't think that there's something wrong at the roof. But the real thing is something is wrong at the leaf. That is why at the root, that is why the leaves start to show signs. They're getting rid of the most far end, the least important things. It's like a government. When it's having financial difficulties, they want to cut the least important departments first. Okay, so what we humans do is that we, especially women, we would use a pen. Sorry, I only have a yellow highlighter. But usually people use a green one. And then we, paint it like we wear makeup. And we think, voila, problem solved. But no, it's not going to solve the problem, and it's going to make it worse because you're putting chemicals on top of your life, this highly smart thing. And also it's like a treating from outside. It's not going to help, and it's a vicious circle. You will need it more and more if you do not take time and energy to take good care of what's inside. All right, and then the qi that I'm talking about, you can feel every day. For example, the gas coming out from you, and also the force that push the poop out. Okay, it's not you, like you cannot order it. It's just there is a qi that will running. It has a schedule. If you want to know, I'll tell you. It has a schedule to go through your body, and at a certain hour, it will push your poop out. So let's see. But that's the bad qi. Okay, that's wasted. The qi needs to come out. And that said, there's also good qi that is working in your body, in the system, that help with everything moving, running. Actually, that's the qi that Tai Chi is all about. Tai Chi is exercising the qi in your body. That is another chapter. Exercise, we'll talk about that later. Now, after we know what's in the youth that we're looking for, the next question is, where can we get qi? What lifestyle could help us qi, could help the qi input bigger than output? And then what do we do that waste our qi? Questions like that. But today, let's talk about where can we get qi first. First, actually, I would say food is not the only channel that the qi is from. For starters, for example, if you have kids, you will know how energetic they could be. They could be running around and do things from the moment they open their eyes to the moment you order them to go to bed. Do they eat more than us? Do they eat better? Do they eat different? I don't think so. But they have more energy. They have more life qi, and this qi is pushing them, is helping them grow, right? So it's like those kids are like new iPhone. They come with this battery, this original life qi. But if they do not manage well, the battery will go low very quickly. And the second thing is the air we breathe is one great source of qi. And actually, the lung is the only part that we can control of this smart machine. You cannot ask your heart to beat faster. You cannot order your hair to change its form. I want it curly, but it's out of my control. But the lawn is the only thing we could control, and that is why lots of meditation, yoga, and everything, they highly focus on breath, because that's important to maintain health and keep young. Now let's talk about food. One more thing. So in the plants like this, what's the food of this thing? It's sunshine, water, soil. And that's it. And they grow into our food. Now, that means sunshine, water, plain water, and even get in touch with soil. That's going to help us. That's going to give us a lot of life qi, give us energy. Okay? And now let's talk about food. So, let's see. Okay, so after I laid this foundation, you probably know that I think you would figure out already, because it's very clear that we need to eat food full of qi, like this. Not this. Okay? So, fresh vegetables and fruits, they're full of energy, full of qi. And I just showed you how to distinguish good vegetables and bad vegetables. You want the qi. You don't want to eat the tired or frozen vegetables. There's no qi in there. Just, drop them. And there's something better than vegetables and fruit. Because vegetables and fruit, they're well grown, they're mature. Okay, the only thing that will grow out of them is mold. They go bad after they're well formed. So there's something that is better than vegetables and fruit. That is roots. Yes, if you have a potato at home for a couple of weeks, maybe 3 days, you will see new buds coming out. Okay, that's life. So in this root, there's life energy, or use some modern words, life gene in it. That will push new life out. That is the chi, the life energy that you want. Okay, and there's something that is even better than roots. Guess what? Yes, seeds. Because seeds, they're small, but they contain all it needs to grow. Yeah, so it has full of life energy in it, or life genes in it. So like small seeds will grow into big trees. Okay, I would say if you want to keep young, definitely eat more seeds. And that is why Chinese people eat rice, because rice is seed. It is not because we don't know how to make spaghetti or how to make breads or pizza. We do know, but the ancient Chinese people came to know that eating rice is more valuable, and it contains life, and we are life. Why not directly consume life, right? What other seeds out there? Well, all kinds of beans, um, black rice, red, red rice, white rice, brown rice, all kinds of rice. So, yep. And as for me, in my daily diet, I eat bean porridge. That's my main dish. I can show you how to make bean porridge if you're interested. And I also have one root dish and then one leafy vegetable dish, because the rice, the porridge is not that tasty. It's very plain, so I need something to like side dish to help me to consume the porridge. But the porridge is the big thing, the main thing. The leafy beautiful dish, the side dish is just side. Okay, they're not important. I think that in Korea, people still do that. They have small dishes of kimchi to help them eating, but the kimchi is just small. You don't need a lot because they're not important. But in today China, people seems like forgot why we eat rice. As people become richer, they gradually become more off the target. They eat more. They eat things that's less important. Yeah, because the vegetables and fruits there are more attractive, with more colors and more tasty. Okay, so I want to keep it short. So there will be the next video about the nature of food, yin and yang. It's like, have you ever thought that in many language, we people have like female or male genders for stuff? I think that's not a coincidence. In food, we also have different natures. We call it the yin and yang, but in English, you call it acid and alkaline. I want to talk about the different colors of food have different effects. Have different will affect your body differently, and what your organ really needs. Okay, and also I want to talk about fake energy, fake yeah, the fake life energy that all the advertisement told you to get. And I want to talk about nutrition. I want to talk about meat, and what's more important, I want to talk about the way of thinking behind today's food, because everything happened because of this way of thinking. Look, if we miss the target of eating, it is possible we miss the target of other things. And that way of thinking is the root. And what I talk about the food are just leaves. Okay. Um, so that'll be it for today, and I hope you find it useful. And please leave me with any comments or questions, and I will embed them in my future videos. Thank you. Goodbye.